This is Sunrise Extra, streaming live on Wave Now.
Good morning. Hey, you made it to Friday, and it's for many people, they might be off Monday. It's President's Day.
Oh, so a long weekend coming our way. And for anybody who's off as we head into next week, oh, they're going to love that weather. Yeah, but for today, we're just loving this. This is the beginning of the sunrise in Starlight, Indiana. So you see that first bit of light over the horizon. You see the moon still overhead. That is about to set. So, yeah, I'm just going to be enjoying this, this shot throughout the rest of the morning. We are seeing clear skies for every single one of us and chilly temperatures, which are expected, sitting in the 20s right now in most spots. And with today's sunshine, which we will see a lot of, we will climb into the 50s for your afternoon high. So things are looking pretty good for today. The weekend is a different situation because we'll see more clouds overhead on your Saturday and then rain moving in for the evening hours. But we'll be warmer tomorrow, by the way. And then we'll talk about some cooler temperatures and the rain moving out on Sunday. Rob.
Tawana, thanks so much, and good Friday morning to you at 7:01. Things not looking too bad out there. We are keeping our eyes on a report of an accident. This came in just about 5 minutes ago here in the big picture you see kind of close to the Highlands. We're talking about 264 West in the area of Newburgh Road, and one car involved in that. That right shoulder is supposed to be blocked about the next hour or so, so we are certainly keeping our eye on that as well. We do have another traffic alert that we want to pass along to you, and then we're talking about 264 West will be closed near Brownsboro Road from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. today. Drivers should expect delays and use a lot of caution when traveling through the work zone. Shannon, over to you.
Thank you. Breaking overnight right now, a man is dead after a shooting in the California neighborhood. It happened on Garland Avenue around 10 last night. Officers found a man who died at the scene. Police have not made any arrests, according to the Metro Gun Violence Dashboard. This is the first deadly shooting in the California neighborhood this year. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them. Tonight, the JCPS Board of Education is expected to vote on job cuts proposed by Superintendent Brian Yearwood. It comes as the district works to address a $188 million budget shortfall. Yearwood's plan includes eliminating 213 positions and 74 vacant jobs. The cuts would save about $43 million. The superintendent says some workers who are cut will be given the opportunity to be reassigned to new positions. Right now, 85 employees impacted by the eliminations hold active teaching certifications and could transfer to a classroom role. Since the beginning of the budget process, Yearwood said his priority is not to disrupt classrooms. However, board member James Craig says central office cuts will inevitably do that.
If the SRO inside of a school building is performing school tasks and building relationships with students and keeping them busy, but that SRO reports to the chief of police, who is in central office, that SRO is considered quote-unquote central office and isn't on the student's organization, isn't on the school's organization chart. This district does a poor job of communicating what central office is.
That meeting will take place tonight at 6 o'clock. Wave News will be there. We'll let you know what happens. A judge has yet to rule if a jury will be allowed to visit the site of the deadly Harvest Homecoming shooting. Floyd County prosecutors filed the motion in Isaiah Page's trial. They say Page shot and killed innocent bystander Bryce Gerlach during a fight at the festival in 2024. Prosecutors argue allowing the jury to visit the shooting scene would help give context to a complex case. The defense countered the only thing it would do is confuse jurors. The judge has not ruled on the motion, but says if approved, only appointed persons could talk about the case. We expect to hear more witness testimony today from others who've been charged in connection to the shooting. The trial resumes at 9. A judge has submitted an order to release files held by the Clark County Sheriff's Office and Indiana State Police about an informant possibly connected to a murder case. Derek Pixley is charged with that murder. Prosecutors say he shot Brittany Bowman in October of 2022, and she died 2 months later. Pixley was arrested in May of last year. Our partners at the News and Tribune report that his legal counsel filed a motion to release files about an informant who was used by 2 law enforcement agencies. Pixley's lawyer is challenging the credibility of that informant. The defense says it's a known drug dealer and criminal, and the informant previously shot at Pixley. A judge ruled files on the informant must be turned over to the court within 14 days. Pixley has a jury trial tentatively scheduled to begin in March. Today, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is launching a county-wide gun lock giveaway. The program hopes to improve firearm safety and prevent accidental shootings. The launch of the program comes after the deaths of 2 local teens from accidental gunshot wounds last week. Program leaders hope that this safety step prevents children from getting access to guns. The giveaway starts today at 1 p.m. Deputies will give away free gun locks at community events and all JCSO car inspection locations. The Louisville Metro Department of Transportation has already filled more than 2,500 potholes just since January, and now that everything has melted, their work is really picking up. Let's go to Rob with details.
Hi, Shannon. The roads are cleared of most of that snow and ice that we've seen. But with that comes those pesky potholes, and a lot of them. Louisville Metro officials say that crews are working around the clock to fill in those craters. We found potholes in industrial, residential, and recreational areas. The Louisville Metro Department of Transportation tells us that they filled more than 2,500 potholes since January. We know that number will only continue to go up. Metro leaders say that crews are out every day making those needed repairs. There's also people working overnight in known trouble spots. Drivers tell us they're trying to troubleshoot as they navigate the roadways.
You can't drive without seeing potholes around here. It's just sort of part of getting 10 inches of snow in 2 weeks of sub-freezing temperature, which makes you want to move to Miami and stuff. I try to look ahead, try to anticipate what's going to be there, so I'm not throwing my wife out of the car as we're trying to get around them.
And I'm sure she appreciates that. By the way, the city is asking for your help as well. They say that reporting any potholes that you see helps them to know what needs their immediate attention. You can report potholes by filling out an online form, through social media, or by calling Metro 311. Shannon, back over to you.
Thank you. New this morning, Federal Emergency Management Agency is helping Indiana farmers who may have suffered damage to their crops because of the severe weather last year. The agency is naming 64 Indiana counties as natural disaster areas. That includes counties in our area like Clark, Floyd, Washington, Crawford, Orange, and Jefferson counties. FEMA says the designation will help provide loans to help pay for any damage done to crops or equipment by the flooding and tornadoes that hit the area late last March and early April. Today's the deadline to submit applications to participate in the Pegasus Parade. The theme this year is Festival on the Move, a year of milestones, memories, and movement. The parade is made up of dance teams, equestrian groups, marching bands, large inflatables, and more. You can find those applications online, kdf.org/Pegasus Parade. The parade is Sunday, April 26th at 3 p.m. and Wave will be streaming it for you. And one of the coolest and coldest events in Louisville, the Polar Plunge for the Special Olympics Kentucky, will return to main event on Sycamore Station Place on Saturday, February 21st. Participants are raising money to earn the privilege of getting to take the plunge into the pool set up in the parking lot there at main event, or they can also do it on their own. It's called Personal Plunger. The plungers must raise a minimum of $100 or $65 for students 18 or younger. And all the money goes to the Special Olympics of Kentucky. Participants will also get the official Polar Plunge t-shirt. They can also earn additional prizes for raising more money. And this is the 6th year that Main Event has hosted this winter fundraiser. It's 7:08 and florists say Valentine's Day is their Super Bowl. We'll tell you how one floral store has been getting ready for their biggest day of the year. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and the National Research Foundation estimates a new record is going to be set for flower sales. They anticipate consumers will spend $3.1 billion on flowers. Let's get a Wave News reporter Marissa Burke at Nans and Craft, one of the floral stores in our area.
There's so much work that goes into making those beautiful flower arrangements that everyone enjoys on Valentine's Day. I'm at Nans and Crafts with Eddie Kraft, and he's going to show me all the work that it takes to get there. So, Eddie, we start off with all this greenery. So where do we go from here?
So our production team starts the day before. They'll fill the vases, put all the greenery in, and then when they get in today, they'll start poking the flowers in for flowers deliveries that are going out today.
And then that's where we have this beautiful arrangement.
So yeah, that's a finished piece there. That'll go out today. And people, we've got some great add-ons, stuffed animals, chocolates, Mylar balloons. We've even got our liquor license. So if your significant other likes wine or Prosecco, we got you covered.
So for people who may be expecting one of these arrangements, I know they come with like a little packet. What are the best care techniques?
Yeah, so this little packet's Floor Life, and you just pour this into a quart of water. Just put it underneath your sink, and then as your flowers drink water, just add this to it daily. But then if your flower water gets murky, then you just want to replace all of the water.
Okay, so that's how we preserve the life and have these beautiful arrangements for days to come. Right. And you guys already have hundreds of orders. So how does that room look right now?
So yeah, this is going out. This is going out today. So these deliveries, we'll take a peek in here. Once our drivers get here, these flowers will head out on the delivery trucks today.
And I know that you guys are going to have people coming in your store as early as 7:30 in the morning trying to get some last-minute floral arrangements.
Right.
But you're still going to have plenty throughout the day.
We're open, so we're going to be here from 7:30 to probably 6 or 6:30 today and tomorrow, and you can come in and select something out for your significant other, no problem.
And something that I thought has also changed in the floral arranging industry is you can order flowers on DoorDash now.
You can. We are connected with DoorDash, so if you want to go the DoorDash route, you can pick something out.
Guys, so make sure you have a great Valentine's Day, but also make sure that you're feeding your flowers properly so that you can enjoy them for days to come. Marissa Burke, Wave News.
Thank you, Marissa. Yeah, now we know that you don't put in that packet as soon as you get the flowers, which is what I always used to do.
And change the water.
Change the water.
And change the water. So yeah, now we've all learned something. And for those people who really want flowers, hopefully we got some. For anybody heading out today, though, hey, the weather is gorgeous all on its own. We are seeing high pressure still in control of our weather. We are dealing with clear skies across the entire region, and we're getting sunrises like this one in E-Town. So you see how crisp and clear those skies are, and we're watching, of course, a lot of sunshine in our forecast for today. Sitting in the 20s still across the area. For you, those of you in E-Town, it's 27 degrees, 25 in North Ferdinand, 25 as well into Bedford, and 23 right now in Frankfurt. With the sunshine today, we are going to climb easily into the mid-50s for afternoon highs. So things are going to be above average for today. Then for tonight, sliding right back down to the 20s and low 30s. And for tomorrow, here comes a little bit more of that warmth, but also will come with a lot more of those clouds overhead. So for your Valentine's Day, we will see rain moving in for the evening hours. But before we get to that point, we will be adding in those clouds throughout the morning, seeing the rain increasing after 6 p.m. and then we'll watch for widespread rain through your early Sunday morning. By Sunday afternoon, a lot of that rain will move out of our region and the clouds will follow behind it. Now, we get through the weekend with, yes, that decent amount of rain, but thankfully, it's not a whole lot of rain. Still looking at less than half an inch for a lot of us, less than an inch overall across the entire area. So it is not going to be a lot of rain, but certainly could be impactful for your weekend plans. As we get into next week, we warm up quite a bit by next Wednesday and Thursday with some gusty winds around. Our temperatures do look to try to climb to near 70 degrees, but a system for the end of next week will bring some cooler weather and some wet weather back into our forecast. So a lot to watch over the next 10 days. Shannon.
Thank you. The FBI has released new details about the suspect seen in Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera footage. The FBI describes the suspect as a height of 5'9" to 5'10" with an average build. In the video, he is seen wearing a backpack, and they now say that it is a 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker pack backpack. Authorities have also put out a call for video from anyone who lives within a 2-mile radius of Guthrie from January 1st to February 2nd. So that is a lot of video that they're going to go through to look for clues. The FBI has also raised the reward for information leading to an arrest in the case. It's now $100,000, previously $50K. The FBI says it's received over 13,000 tips since February 1st. That's the day the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie was reported missing. White House Border Czar Tom Homan announced Thursday the federal immigration enforcement crackdown in Minnesota is coming to an end. The crackdown triggered widespread outrage following the fatal shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy, both U.S. citizens. Homan's announcement comes a day after a pursuit led by federal agents resulted in a multi-vehicle crash in St. Paul. Homan said DHS has already begun drawing down Operation Metro Surge, a step he says to ending the operation entirely. Residents and lawmakers in the city say they're cautiously optimistic about the end of the surge. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says it has opened more than 36 internal investigations into alleged excessive use of force by its agents. And the cases span from January of 2025 through January of this year. On Thursday, acting ICE Director Todd Lyons told the Senate Homeland Security Committee 18 investigations are closed, 19 remain open, and one has been referred for further action. He did not identify the case that's been sent forward. Lyons said ICE reviews every incident and holds agents accountable. President Donald Trump issued pardons Thursday to 5 former NFL players. The 5 are Joe Klecko, once a defensive tackle for the New York Jets. He was convicted on insurance fraud in 1993 and sentenced to 3 months in prison. Also, Nate Newton, who played for the Dallas Cowboys, he was sentenced to 30 months in prison in 2002 on federal drug trafficking charges. Former Baltimore Ravens and Cleveland Browns player Jamal Lewis, he was sentenced to 4 months in prison on drug-related charges in 2004. Also, Travis Henry, he played for the Denver Broncos, and he pleaded guilty to conspiracy to traffic cocaine. Also, the late Billy Cannon, who played for 3 teams and spent nearly 3 years in prison for his role in a counterfeiting scheme in 1983. Around the world, thousands of people are working to make sure the Olympics run smoothly for the athletes, and that includes a woman from Louisville. She's there volunteering right now. How she got that opportunity. Single game tickets are now on sale for Racing Louisville's 2026 home matches, which all pair with special themes and promotions with top-tier professional women's soccer. The season starts Friday, March 20th against star striker Trinity Rodman and the Washington Spirits. The gates open at 6:30 p.m. for happy hour. The first 2,000 fans will get a racing pom-pom, and then after the game, there'll be a fireworks show. Some fan favorites are back, including Pups at the Pitch, Pride Night, and Down the Stretch Night as racing kicks its playoff push into gear. New highlights include a Girls and Women in Sports Night and Silent Disco Night, plus Oktoberfest. You can find tickets by going to racingloufc.com. The UK and U of L men's basketball teams are back in action tomorrow. UK coming off a midweek and bye, and the Cards are coming off a historic performance that happened on Monday night. The Cards beat NC State Monday in dominant fashion, winning by a score of 118-77. Michael Brown tied the school freshman record with 45 points, and Brown and Ryan Conwell became the first duo in Cards history to score 30-plus points each in the same game. And tomorrow, U of L will face off against Big 12 opponent Baylor on the road at 4 p.m. The game will be on ESPN. And then 1 hour before that, the Cats back in action after not playing since last Saturday. Kentucky will play their first game back in the top 25 since December 1st. This is going to be tough. They're traveling to take on the defending champs, the Florida Gators. Tip-off is at 3 p.m. on ABC. Well, most of us are watching the Milan Cortina Olympics from our home about 5,000 miles away from the action. A Louisville woman is there in person, not just as a spectator, but a volunteer. And she is up close with the skaters. I had a chance to talk with her before she left. Christine Crow has been lacing up her ice skates for decades.
I've been skating for over 50 years.
Oh my gosh, that's a long time. She teaches ice skating and competes in adult skating events. She already had tickets to the Milan Cortina Olympics and airfare and hotel, but now she's extremely close to the action. She had a 3.5% of getting chosen to volunteer in the ice skating competitions. This is a big deal to get chosen to do what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I'm excited. It's the Olympics.
She says after completing the online application, giving details about other events where she volunteered, she had a phone interview.
Is this, something you can do? Are you comfortable? Can you bring your skates?
She's going to volunteer for the men's final and ladies short program, positioned right by the entrance to the rink.
My assignment will be to make sure that they are getting on the ice safely, making sure that these boards, that the integrity of the boards have not been compromised.
She says it's a lot of people in a tight space.
You've got media with all their cords and the coaches have a dance and they're right there. So you kind of have to navigate around them because they're in their zone as much as the skaters are.
Are you allowed to say like good luck or?
Well, in general, you're not supposed to, but I know these kids. So I'll say something to them.
Yeah.
And I know their coaches.
One of the skaters she knows is Maxim Naumov, who is skating in honor of his parents who died when their plane collided with a Black Hawk helicopter over Washington, D.C. a year ago.
All those kids, they all love and adore each other and they support one another.
Before Christine left, she gave me a special gift.
I have your first Olympic pin.
Thank you. I love it. It's so cute.
The little Vespa,
Look at that.
right?
Oh my goodness. She's now in Italy and sent us video as she was getting fitted for her Olympics uniform.
No, I've got 3 layers on. And this is perfect.
Making special memories that will last forever. Well, I hope she's having so much fun. That's all we have for today. I hope you have a great weekend and happy Valentine's Day.
This Wave News update is sponsored by Oxmoor Auto Group.
Good morning. I'm Shannon Kogan. Tonight, the JCPS Board of Education is expected to vote on job cuts proposed by Superintendent Brian Yearwood. Yearwood's plan includes eliminating 213 positions and 74 vacant jobs. The cuts would save about $43 million. The superintendent says some workers who are cut will be given the opportunity to be reassigned to new positions. The board is meeting tonight at 6 to vote. We will be there. We'll let you know what happens. Here is Tawana right now. We're moving into the weekend.
Yes, we are, and we have some gorgeous weather today, already seeing beautiful sunrises on all of our SkyTrack cameras, including this one in New Albany. And with those clear skies overhead, our temperatures were able to drop down into the 20s across the region. In the metro, we're seeing temperatures ranging from 25 degrees for those of you in New Albany. Same thing in the Shepherdsville, by the way, to 24 for those of you in St. Matthews, and 28 degrees right now in Fern Creek. As we head throughout the rest of the day, we will be climbing into the 50s for your highs with all of that sunshine overhead. For tonight, returning to the 20s and low 30s. Here is your 10-day. Tomorrow will be a little bit warmer with more clouds overhead, rain returning by the evening hours. And once you roll into your Sunday, still some of that rain around for Sunday morning, drying out by the afternoon, and then we'll keep an eye on another system trying to show up for the end of next week. Rob.
Tawana, thanks so much. At 7:28, it's a nice mild start weather-wise to your Friday morning. If you have to get out and get that last bouquet of flowers, maybe a Valentine's Day card, you still have a lot of time and a good commute this morning. No major tie-ups to talk about. What a beautiful sky out there. Light traffic for this morning. No major accidents to speak of. The Kentucky traffic camera is looking pretty good right now. All clear along 65. If things change, we'll let you know throughout the morning. We'll see you in 25 minutes again from now.